Pirouettes and spins to your flow. So what is a pirouette? It is a rapid spin on the toe or ball of one supporting foot. And the first basic staple comes from poi, and this is the poi mode shoulder pirouette. So here you go from a poi mode split time shoulder reel and perform a pirouette with your hands locked at your shoulders. The poi will pass in front and behind of your head as you do this. So once we have this, the two-handed meteor mode version is really not that different. Here we have a split time shoulder or chest reel, depending on how high you hold it. Again, we lock the hands in position and spin with our body following the puppy as it rotates ahead of us. It's important to note that you can use either foot as your supporting one. Turning inwards or outwards are referred to as en dedans or en dehors, and both are valid. As a puppy hammer spinner, we're more interested in which direction we turn, so clockwise or anti-clockwise, particularly in relation to the direction of spin of the prop, rather than in or outwards. So for all the reels in this video, I'm spinning the puppy hammer clockwise from my point of view, and most of the simplest pirouettes will therefore also be clockwise. We can also add a pirouette to our two-handed meteor mode 3-beat weave. It's fairly intuitive and involves beginning the rotation as the puppy crosses our body to the side that we are turning to. While it isn't required, keeping the rope between your hands taut looks neater and creates interesting angles at play across your puppy, so try it this way. We can also add a pirouette to our plus front side elbow mode reels. We capture into a front side plus by throwing it under the armpits and catching into elbow mode reels. The length of the reeling parts is only a little bit shorter than for the off-body reel, so the timing is very similar. We can also incorporate pirouettes into our shoulder mode crow style. A prerequisite for this is being able to do shoulder mode reels with good tight planes. Shoulder mode is sustained by pinning the ropes with your arms and armpits and using the hips and body to twist. From elbow mode, twist to the left, let the puppy unwrap, first left and then right, and begin the reels. Once you have these, adding the pirouette is just a matter of timing and plane work. You can practice first just turning until you understand the feel. Turn clockwise, using the left foot first to turn 180 and the right to do the second 180. Once you have this and understand the timing, turn it into a full pirouette, releasing left then right, lifting the foot and spinning clockwise on the ball of the other foot. You can also put in an anti-clockwise pirouette for shoulder mode. This time you include one beat of the shoulder reel before the spin. Unwrap in the same way, reel to the front and spin anti-clockwise, this time following the left arm branch of the puppy as it moves behind you. I find it easier to turn outwards, so I use my left foot as supporting for the clockwise pirouette and my right foot as supporting for the anti-clockwise, but you can use whichever you prefer. For meteor mode, there are almost uncountable options. You can add a pirouette or a spin into thumb lead by following it around your body. You can also add an extra wrist wrap, just as you would do for a 5-beat weave, and then begin your turn, letting the puppy unwrap as you come back to the front. You can also do these pirouettes in wall plane as well as wheel plane, and with as many wraps as you like. This is also transferable to pinky lead meteor mode. As an extension, we can finally add the pirouettes and turns that we've learned to captures, mode changes and escapes. The first capture I show here is an extension of the two-handed chest reel we did right at the beginning. However, here we will be spinning anti-clockwise instead of clockwise. Instead of keeping our hands locked at our chest during the spin, we lift it up and over our head. It can then be dropped back down into elbow or poi mode. For the next capture, we begin in thumb-led meteor mode, doing a 3-beat wave using our left hand. As the puppy crosses over to our right, we capture the right hand side in elbow mode while keeping the left side in chest reel position. We then spin anti-clockwise again, doing the same lift over the head we just did for the previous capture, finally dropping back into elbow or poi, backside plus mode. For a spinning mode change, we can start in the front side plus mode from earlier. Feel free to chain your clockwise front side plus pirouette before the node change. We unwrap the right arm first, grabbing the puppy as it comes out from under our armpit and guide it back over our head into a backside plus plus. As it comes down, we perform a clockwise spin, staying just ahead of the rotation. Finally, we can chain a spinning escape onto our clockwise shoulder mode pirouette. As we get halfway through, we grab the left hand side of the puppy and release it from the armpit. We unwrap the left shoulder fully by tracing over our head. Finally, we grab under the right armpit and release, either into chest height reels, or we forget the second grab and let the puppy unwrap into a pinky led meteor mode. All of the different worn modes and meteor modes means that there is a lot of possibilities for adding dynamics and flair to your flow. So have fun with it and expect to see more things coming up in the puppyhammer games.